Yeah, so for a recap,
Mm.
let's get one of you guys who was here last time, recap for us. What happened last time?
We did some shopping, got arrested a couple of times.
Doesn't
Um,
sound like shopping that you were doing.
yes, by which I mean a couple of us got arrested once.
Okay.
So Kenneth got arrested for doing shady dealings, and Andy got arrested for just being extremely suspicious.
Huh.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out where Kenneth was, and
That's a true friend. Get arrested along with your friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those things happened, and then we went to go check out this farmhouse, and we ran into a couple of redcaps who
Yes.
were apparently who seemed to have been causing trouble with the local livestock.
Yes, indeed.
oh, we also
Mhm.
ran away from like a goblin monster.
Oh, yes, they fought
Yeah.
a giant on the road, some sort of giant looking thing.
Yeah.
For a grand total of 2 rounds.
Well, you guys
And
had
then
a
we stopped
camera,
Yeah.
riding.
so a getaway
Yeah.
was very easy
Well,
for you.
Oh, okay.
yeah, like we just webbed it and then just kept going.
You did shoot it through the skull once. That was pretty cool, but it didn't die, unfortunately. So, as they were saying, they came across this property, and there's a red cap here slaughtering a sheep on this table, and they apprehended it. And then two more red caps came from upstairs, and they killed those two. And that's how where we rejoined the party.
Okay.
So the red cap here is currently unconscious. I'm going to sneeze, but what would you like to do with it? I believe the rogue already
Um.
tied it up, and you guys searched the upstairs. You haven't searched the basement much. The rogue went in and
Right.
then went out.
I'll head back around to search his basement.
Is anyone gonna go with him, or is he just by himself?
I'll come along.
Okay.
Alright. I need to pull up my notes because I wasn't ready for actually hosting this, so here we go. Did I set up a lake map? Please tell me I set up a lake map. I did not set up a lake map. Alright. So you go into the basement, and what you find are there's two canoes, three sets of fishing tackle, and a net which could be used as the net in combat. I don't know what its stats are, but I think a fighter might start with one, right?
I have a net, yeah.
Alright, so there's a second net there if you wish. Three sets of fishing tackle, which are a tool, if you guys want to split those up amongst
Okay,
yourselves.
I'll take the net.
Alright. And also, there's some, food there, but I'm not tracking food for you guys, so you guys don't need to worry about that.
Mhm.
Let's see, what else will you find down there besides fishing equipment? Probably some farming equipment also. There's a plow. There is like a trolley, a cart, a small cart, not like a cart you would ride on, but a cart for like just like a wheelbarrow-sized cart.
Right.
There's some like chains and rope. If you wish to add rope to your inventory, there's probably like 50 feet of hempen rope there, so that's one rope.
Okay. I'll take it.
Let's see what else. I'm trying to think what I could find on a farm that would be useful in D&D besides like livestock. You guys don't find any livestock down there. I think at first glance, that's all you guys can find that's immediately could be useful at any point. Though some of it less useful than others. I don't know if you guys plan on doing any fishing lately. But yeah. You don't find any more journals or anything.
Oh yeah, we should tell Eddie that like the person like who lived here died, got murdered. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Were we here to investigate that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are we the first to discover the murder?
You are not the first
Oh
to
dear,
discover
No,
okay.
we're not the first. No.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we found these red caps.
So has the person been dead for long?
Yes.
The person was dead around the time you set off for this place. I think they said 2 weeks. Person's been dead for the lady of a village.
Okay. So these red caps are not. Are these red caps likely to be the murderer?
I don't know. We didn't ask them.
One's unconscious. If you guys want to wake him up somehow,
Oh, okay.
it's back in the house. Do you want me to just drag you back in? You want to walk back in yourself?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, I assumed I'd spend like a little bit of time investigating, but sure.
There was like it was pretty bare. There was no
Mhm.
cupboards, anything you had to open to look inside. Everything was either on the wall or on the ground.
Right.
Yeah. Well, people have come in to like clean stuff, right? So
Yeah.
they probably tampered with the evidence.
So, more background info for a person who wasn't here. You guys were. This is the farmstead that you guys have a deed to. So this person was dead or missing at the time that you guys got the deed. You guys retrieved a journal, and in it they said the journal of this man, who is a fisherman, said that he saw a dragon or something like that in the lake when he was fishing, and it scared all the fish away. Back in town, livestock has been disappearing and being found dead. But usually it's not eaten; it's just killed, like with a bladed implement.
So that's what we think these red caps have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could I get
We
some
don't know if
music?
there's any more though.
Pardon me?
There could be more red caps that, yeah,
There could be, yeah.
yeah.
Has anyone heard Kenneth speak at all yet?
Wait, what?
Kenneth, hello. Good morning, Kenneth.
Yo,
Did you listen to what we were saying?
not sure if I got all of it.
Well, that's okay. You were here last time, so you remember what happened, right?
Yeah, generally, like, someone got tore up by the Red Caps, and then we beat the shit out of them, no holds back anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the lamb?
The lamb is someone.
No, I got too close to the
Yeah.
red caps and took like some
Oh
number of attacks.
yeah. You almost died.
Yeah, but red caps have multi-attack free, so they're pretty deadly.
R.I.P.
And they can like stomp on you, right?
Yeah, they kicked the monk prone. They did a jumping kick, like they launched themselves and landed in his chest with their iron boots and just stomped him to the ground.
Classic.
So yeah.
It's like the down B Kirby's.
Yeah. You guys have been, you've basically cleaned out the house of everything you can find. You found the journal.
Okay.
You found fishing equipment. You found some money, I think, and you found the deed, an old deed, but your deed is newer, so there's no point in keeping that deed. And that's the house. Oh, there's also a door
Oh.
here. I didn't realize that.
Well, we should tell Andy what was in the journal.
Do you remember? I mostly went over it
Yeah.
already. Well, go ahead. Expand on what I said.
Yeah, so there was like a story about how the guy who lived here went fishing and then he saw like a sea monster, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
But it could be completely like unrelated.
Sea monster.
Yeah.
Are there any like ponds or lakes that he might have gone fishing at nearby?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a good idea of where that was?
This area is pretty swampy. It's like a wetland, but there is one prominent, like, large lake separated from the rest of it that he would have gone fishing at. He could have maybe gone fishing at the wetlands himself, but in fact, his boating equipment doesn't seem, his
Okay.
boat and his fishing gear doesn't seem well acclimated for wetland fishing.
So there may or may not be a sea monster in that lake. Is what I'm getting.
Well, his journal also says that he
Okay.
was at the lake, so yeah. There was he saw what he thought was a dragon. Like
Dragon.
a large reptilian head poked out of the water.
Okay. Are we dragon slayers now?
So what is your next course of action, gentlemen?
Weren't we gonna go like see the lady, the
The druid?
druid
Oh,
lady? Yeah.
Probably want to like
yeah.
finish interrogating this red cap, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I assume you guys wake up a Redcap, and a Redcap looks around all disgruntled and starts cursing. Now, what languages does a Redcap speak? It starts cursing to you both in Common and in Sylvan. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
No.
No? Alright. So it's speaking in Common and in another language that
No.
you're not sure you understand.
Okay. What is it saying in common?
It's
Just
cursing
cursing?
at you, yeah. And talking
Well,
about
that's
how
not
it's,
very
it's
nice.
going to drench its hat in your innards.
Yeah, these guys have like a bit of a one-track mind.
Yeah. It's also going to attempt to break free of its restraints. So it's going to make a strength check. To GM.
Okay.
And it's going to struggle, but not.
Okay, well,
be able
I'll
to-
punch him in the head and tell him to stop struggling.
Alright. This guy just woke up, so he had 1 hit point. Do you want to deal damage?
No, non-lethal. I'll slap him. Non-lethal slap.
Non-lethal fist to the face. Alright, so yeah, he looks up at you and starts cursing some more. He's very energetic. You probably won't have a hard time getting him to talk. So who's going to do the question?
Right, talking. Well, I have no idea what's going on. Does someone else want to interrogate him?
Just keep punching him. See what he'll tell you on his own.
Sure, I'll ask how long have you been here?
Richie Watort, Google, your mom.
Yeah.
He's not gonna answer that. He's just gonna keep yelling at you.
Yeah, we need to like calm emotions or something, but I don't.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
No, but I don't have it. But
The cleric might. It's a
Your mum.
Have what?
calm emotions.
like I don't know, some kind of like calm spell or.
Not attuned.
Okay.
Not
Can I
prepared.
calm his emotions by threatening him with more violence?
I'll go for it. Make an intimidation check.
Alright. Tell him to settle down or else.
He's going to tell you to suck his dick.
Rude.
Very rude. By the way, this thing looks like a nasty, like a gnome, like an elderly gnome. He's got iron boots on. He had a great big sickle, and he's got a red cap, which is dripping blood down his head.
Okay. I'll steal his hat.
He's going to go absolutely nuts. And just start squirming and jumping in his chair, and he's so angry.
Okay, you want this back, little guy?
Give it
Answer
back.
some questions. You can have it back.
What do you want?
If you don't answer our questions, I'm gonna watch this.
Oh, you wouldn't. You wouldn't dare.
All right. What are you doing here? And do you know what happened to the owner of this house, or the former owner?
Yeah, dead.
Did you do that?
Absolutely. Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we can trust anything that he says.
All right. Sounds like we're not giving his hat back. Who wants to do the honors?
You guys don't have any more questions? That's all you want to know is confession? To murder?
How many other? How long have you been here?
Probably about in this house.
No, in this village.
I've been in the area for about 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Does that match up with what we?
So
told?
the man was murdered 2 weeks ago. The druid
Right.
moved in half a year ago.
How long has livestock been disappearing for?
About 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
How
they're
many more
definitely
of your kind
responsible
are
for the
there?
livestock.
Uh,
Is it just you and the other guy, or how many more of there are you?
as many as boss needs us to be.
Who's
No
the
Oh,
more
boss?
who's your
Who's the
questions. Back
boss?
my
boss?
hat. Going to try this again. He's going to
Tell
fail
me,
again to
just
break free.
tell me who your boss is, and I'll give the hat back.
Uh, is that a promise? Is that a deal?
Yeah, this is a promise.
Alright, he's going to say a name in a language you don't really understand, but sounds like Aidapolik. Aidapolik.
Hey, the Pollock.
Now give me my
Okay.
hat.
Okay.
See, here's the problem.
Well,
You've given us a name, but we still don't really know who your
yeah,
boss is because we've never heard of them.
just tell us. Is this what kind of person is this? A man? A red
No more
cap?
answers till
You
I
know?
get my hat.
I take out a
Okay.
bucket of water. I don't know where I find a bucket of water, but I take one out.
You probably would have found one in the house, it's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he starts struggling again. He's going to once again try and break free. Let's see, athletics. And he does, and after his enough struggling and distracting you guys with questions, he's able to break free of his bonds. He is unarmed currently. All of you have an attack of opportunity if you want to do anything.
Eh.
So
No,
should I
I'll just
grapple
toss his hat
him?
back to him. No, we can let him leave. We can let him
Yeah.
go.
Maybe follow him.
Is the hat still dripping?
Yeah, it's still like No,
Okay,
it's
he's
probably-
just gonna leave a trail then.
it's probably dried by now actually. It's been a while. So he puts it back on its head.
Sure that we don't go into a combat.
Uh,
And tell him, all right, little guy, you can go now.
so he's going to sprint. He's going to dash out through this door.
All right, I'll try to follow him.
You are faster than him, so he will not be able to escape you easily.
Yeah.
And he heads off into the swamp.
I'll run outside just to see which way he went.
All right, you get a good direction, sense of direction of which way he's going.
Do we have
we know
any magical way to track him?
I would ask the a cleric or the wizard maybe if they do. I think they might. Well, guys, do you?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, so what's the plan now? Gentlemen.
Mantle of spell resistance. How much would that be?
Pardon me?
I want to buy a mantle of spell resistance.
Could you send me a link?
Yes.
Thank you. Kenneth, do you mind getting some music up in here?
Yeah.
Also, do you have a way to track the guy?
No response. So Kenneth doesn't have all the cleric spells on a sheet. He just has the ones he has attuned on a sheet, so I can't actually check for him. But
Why are
What
we
spells
looking
would
at?
actually be useful here?
Kenneth, they're asking you
Uh,
if you have any way of tracking the dude who's running away. Magically.
Yeah.
Well, if we have like a familiar, then yeah, you could maybe use that.
that'd be a wizard thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a familiar?
No.
Do you have find familiar?
No.
Oh, there we go, man.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay. You could use like. Can't you use like prestidigitation to make
I don't
make
think I have
them
anything
make them
remotely
smell bad?
useful.
You could, but he's gone now.
Okay. Well, we have a name.
The suggested price by Google is 45,000 GP.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
Well,
going to cost much less than that.
I don't think I can afford that.
It's gonna cost you 5,000 GP.
Okay.
I don't think you can afford that either, can you?
Not that I can afford it either, but something to save towards.
Also, I sent you that feather list. Is there any feather tokens you wanted from Thomas?
Nah.
So, gentlemen, you have allowed the red cap to escape back into the swamp. You have learned the nameless master. I hope you wrote that down. I won't type it out, actually.
Put it in the chat.
It's A-I-D-E-P-O-L-E-K.
Okay. Beta Polek.
What is the next step? Should we, I need to stop suggesting paths, and I should just let you guys explore. So I'll shut up, and you guys decide what happens next.
We blindly wander around in the direction that he went.
Which way did is he going the same direction as where the druid lives?
Not that you can tell, because the way of a druid, you would follow the road, while he headed straight into the swamp.
Right.
So but it looks along like, if the road curves that way, it could be possible that he's heading towards a druid's place. But he's just heading into the swamp generally.
Let's head toward the druid's place to see if it ends up being the same general direction.
Alright. So you follow the road, and it terminates into an entrance into the swamp itself.
Okay.
So you would have to head into the swamp and then see. Let's see, swamp road, swamp. Here we go.
So can we like memorize which direction the red cap went?
Yeah, from the farmhouse.
From the fire, sure.
So let's say he went east from the farmhouse.
Okay.
Or north. He went north from the farmhouse. Keep
Sure.
in line with the map. I'm actually opening the game in a second tab so I can work on maps without showing it in the mod. So here you are. I don't know if the directions they gave you. They didn't actually tell you where to go once you reach the swamp. They just told you to just go straight past down the road, basically. So you're on your own for a bit here, unless you want to go back for better directions. But I'll say each place, land, or roughly touches the edge of a map. So here, I'll just draw it. So you could go this way, this way, this way is the way you came, this way, this way, and this way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different paths you could feasibly take from the swamp.
We could check on Andrew and see if he woke up. Or...
Okay. Give up on this. Just
Alright, give me a sec.
So it's just a giant hunt mission now.
Well, do we know where the druid lives?
not exactly.
We can go talk to the druid, I guess.
Okay.
Talk to every NPC.
So choose a path, and I'll let you know if you find Madrid's place, basically.
Okay.
Do we have anyone that's good at nature?
He's awake now. He's awake now. He's in the washroom.
Okay.
What is nature?
What
I
is
have.
nature?
What is nature?
It's trees.
Alright, well,
Okay.
are there footprints that the red cap left?
Because
this is, like, swampy, right?
You didn't go in the same direction as the red cap. You went along the road, correct?
Oh, wait, I thought we were going after him in the vague direction that he was at.
Is that what you wanted to do? Did I misunderstand?
Well, I want to follow the
Well,
footsteps.
I suggested something, and then the GM just kind of went with it.
Oh, okay.
We can go back to the farm if you guys want to rediscuss this plan.
Sure.
I think we should follow the footsteps before they fade. Ooh, it's
Okay, that's
marsh.
a good idea. It's not like the red cap can outpace us anyway.
Sure. Let's try to follow footprints.
Alright. So you guys head off into the... Let me find where it is suitable map. Oopsie daisy.
Andrew.
Sorry.
Andrew. So as actually roll survival for me.
Just have background music playing.
So while the
very
red
good.
cap did get a head start, you were still able to see him, and you catch up to him quickly until you reach the swamplands. And in the swamplands, it has a better understanding of these surroundings and is able to quickly lose you in the dense grass brush. If you wish to continue walking in the direction it was walking, I can take you to the location. Or would you rather return safely to the road?
Sure. So, what do you guys want to do? I vote that we go ahead.
Sure, I can scout ahead. Yeah, okay. How difficult is it to hide in this, like, brush?
Because it's a small creature, it has a much easier time hiding than you do. But
Okay.
it shouldn't be too difficult. Though, like,
Okay.
at times you're up to like you're past your knees in stagnant water, so movement is difficult. I'm gonna treat this whole area as difficult terrain.
Mhm.
But
Oh,
would you guys like to press on?
What if I use like my bridge feather?
Your wish? What?
your bridge.
My bridge feather.
Oh.
What
It
are you?
makes a bridge.
I thought.
I mean, you guys won't be in danger, you don't think, of crossing, unless you're attacked.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
We
difficult.
can get the bridge feather for an emergency if we need to, like, run away.
Yeah. I think if there's like a specific location that we need to cross, then like the bridge would be useful. But it's like this entire thing in the swamp, so where would you put a bridge to?
Yeah.
press on?
Oh,
Yeah.
what if we use haste?
And just run really fast after him.
Yeah.
The problem is that we're not exactly sure which direction he went, right?
Yeah. So now that the water is up to our knees, there is no longer like. Are there still tracks?
You roll survival if you want to try and rediscover his tracks. There are tracks that are heavy-footed because of his iron boots, and you realize that you might not be able to keep up with him in this terrain, but you are able to track him.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's good enough.
You guys follow him to a land where, an elevated part of land, which means that the land becomes less and less muddy and swampy, and becomes drier and drier. And eventually, at the top of this hill, you find a lake. Allow me to move you to this lake. Can everyone see?
Wanna be?
Yes.
We're facing downward.
So
Do the footsteps go into the lake?
No, the footsteps actually wind up around here, and then disappear.
And then disappear.
Okay. I'll go to that spot where they disappear and investigate.
So upon investigation, you find a few things. You don't even have to roll for this. One, you find blood and you find a bloody hat. You find no other trace of this fey creature.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh dear.
That'd be-
Maybe we should have given him a healing potion before we sent him on his way.
I'm going to look for evidence of like what was there a struggle or like what happened here?
roll investigation for me.
Did he like dig underground?
Maybe he just died. He felt guilty.
14.
So you see that his footsteps are very heavy, right? And so they
Right.
lead up to this point. Eventually, there's one footstep which is much lighter than the rest, as if he's being lifted up while backtracking.
Being lifted.
The giant eagles got him.
F. Okay, so like he didn't stand a chance then.
He didn't stand a chance.
Okay, do we want to go to Andrew's game now?
Well, we're sort of closer to where we need to be. Yeah. You can hop over. If you're ready, Andrew.
Okay.
So this is
Hop over
the,
to the.
This is the fishing lake, by the way.
We can hop over to the hag fight if you're ready.
Yep.